I'll be talking about three things today. First of all, what does it take for you to be a quality and star employee? Number one, it's important that you build a quality brand. It's also important that you build yourself as a quality manager. And third, you must build yourself as a quality team player. First of all, as a quality brand, when you think about CNN, what comes to mind? Let me hear your thoughts. News. I thought you said something. Okay. Anything else?
James Earl Jones, this is CNN.
CNN, yes, his voice,
Yes.
yes. Exactly. And CNN has been able to brand itself. When you walk into the CNN building, you see CNN, the red, you see the tour guides, they're in their uniforms, you see news. As a brand employee, as a quality brand, every one of you, we all have our own brand. First of all, in identifying your brand, think about how do you dress? What is compliant in your work environment as far as what's appropriate dress? That's something that's important to think about. In thinking about yourself as a quality employee, none of us is satisfied with where we're at. We're always striving to get a promotion or maybe move to another company. Every one of us would like to have 6 figures, right? Or 12 figures, yeah. 12 figures. And in getting there, you must carry yourself like you're already a CEO. Like you're already an Oprah Winfrey. Like you're already someone who's wealthy, who's a millionaire. So it's important as you build your brand to walk as if you're already in that role. In addition to that, think about the way you speak in your work environment. And in Toastmasters here, that's what we're all about, is building quality leaders. It's helping you to be a leader in your work environment. And considering that statement, building yourself as a quality leader, think about how your employees talk. It's important that you be careful with jargons and cliches. It's important even for myself. You know, I work in a college as an admissions advisor where we all have our cubicles. It's easy when I listen to people next to me. Everyone is from different countries. One lady's from Jamaica, you know, I'm from the Virgin Islands, and, you know, it's easy for us to get all comfortable, and what's going on, girl, and what we gonna have for lunch, what's for lunch, you know. It's easy for us to get comfortable, but when you get comfortable and you start speaking, you know, in a dialect that some people don't understand, then it could be misconceived, or it can be a factor of miscommunication. And your managers are always looking at you. You're always being evaluated. If you don't have to walk into an office for an evaluation to be considered evaluated, but you're always being looked at. People are always looking at you and your brand, the way you're perceived by customers. Some of us are in sales, some of us are in hospitality, some of us are in education at schools. It doesn't matter what environment you're in. You're always being looked at, and people are always perceiving who you are. It only takes 30 seconds for someone to form a perception of what they think about you. And a reputation, according to what I did some research on, it takes years to build a reputation, but it takes a matter of seconds for it to be torn down. Your brand is critical. In addition to that, how do you walk? Your brand also consists of the way you walk. I'm not saying to walk like Tyra Banks. I'm not saying that. I'm saying walk as if you know who you are, with your shoulders back, your head held high, and when you walk into your manager's office and you have paperwork, whoever you speak to, make sure that what you're bringing across, it's being someone who's confident, who's self-assured, and who knows who they are. Now, in addition to that, let's talk about being a quality manager. A manager, if you think about it, or a boss, is someone who's always directing and making sure that the operations of a company runs fluid and runs effectively. As a manager, or let me back up. As an employee, we're all managers. So that means that when we clock in and we clock out, if we're clocking in and clocking out late, it's important that we let our managers know that if we're running late, we're in traffic in the morning, it's important that we walk in integrity, because that too is being looked at as, what is this person's integrity? What is their reputation? Can they be relied upon? Think about when we talk about quality managers. Think about Warren Buffett. Think about Oprah Winfrey, who we spoke about before. Think about all of the millionaires and the billionaires who have mega. Think about T.D. Jakes, who has a mega church. He's a manager of this mega church. He has to manage millions of employees to manage tithes and offerings and all of the operations of the church. So as a manager, think about, are you compliant? Are you following the bylaws of the company? If you don't know the bylaws of the company, or if you're not sure about certain regulations or policies, that's going to affect your confidence, because it's important that as a manager, you know what the do's and the don'ts are in a company. That's going to be very effective in your walk. Now, in addition to that, let's talk about qualities of a team player. Why is Peyton Manning such a great player? Why is Michael Vick such a well-renowned player? It's because these quarterbacks bring valuable assets to their team, and when they play, they don't just play for themselves, they play keeping the team in mind as well as their coaches. And as a team player, it's always important that we bring positive energy, encourage coworkers. If we see they're down, what's going on? Is everything okay? Is there anything I can do? Managers look at that, bosses look at that. So you want to see, how can I be a great asset to my company as a great team player? So in conclusion, the qualities of a star employee, believe it or not, can help you to get promoted in your current company or can even promote you to your future and your desirable position. Thank you.